Now see how much better you feel, how many tools you have, and we're not even done yet. We're not even done with the tools and techniques that you need to make your relationship stand the test of time. Remember, relationships are not perfect, but they're worth it. And once you know the secrets of what really makes relationships work, you're going to feel so much better. Please tell your friends and family about this so they can stay together and stop calling you in the middle of the night trying to get you to take sides. Alright, so enough of that. Alright, number 5 solution to making sure that your relationship stands the test of time. Ladies, you're going to like this one. The research shows it's clear that relationships that stay together involve men who willingly accept the influence of their woman or their wife. It is clear. If you're in a non-traditional relationship, accepting the influence of your partner. Alright, so in male-female relationships, the research shows it's really about the men's willingness to accept influence of their wife. I guess there is something about a happy wife, happy life. Now let's break what that means. Let's break that down as to what that means. That means that as a man, when you enter into a relationship, you are open to your wife improving you and upgrading you and making modifications, not wholesale changes, but you're open and saying, you know what, she's going to make me better. She truly is my rib. Let me not reject her, managing me and trying to allow me to eat better or spend more time with kids or have some balance in the relationship. Let me allow her and openly say, I'm going to allow her to influence my decisions, not control. No man wants to be controlled, but I think every man, every healthy man, needs to accept the influence of the woman that has been sent and created for him to be his rib. Now that's just not me saying. That's not my opinion. That's saying the research. Okay, so here's what that looks like. That means that during an argument, the man is able to actually calm down and not become belligerent. He doesn't become overly defensive. He doesn't shut down for days, weeks, months. You know what I'm saying? Because you bring up your needs. He's able to say, you know what, I may not like what she's saying, but I'm going to hang in there with her because I know she's only trying to make things better. Especially if you bring up your needs and your feelings the way we discuss. You talk about your feelings and your needs. As men, we have to be ready and whole and healthy enough and repaired enough. Because I know we never show our emotions. We like to wear a mask. But we have to make sure that in our relationships that we're healthy and whole enough to receive that. And then two, we have to make sure that we don't disengage. A lot of times when we get our feelings hurt as men, we disengage. We go into silent zone, we stonewall, we separate from the relationship, we start sleeping in different bedrooms and just creating a different reality, going to bed later, making sure and that's so disrespectful to women because it makes it seem like we don't even care about you. When in reality, all we're doing is protecting our feelings. We have to come into the relationship whole, men, and be able to say, listen, I'm going to take some time, away, but I'm not going to completely emotionally disengage. And ladies, please understand this. The physiology of our brains as men and women are completely different. Your brains are like 8-lane highways. Right now, you're thinking about other things you should be doing while you're watching this video. Men, we're just watching the video. Oh, we're daydreaming. It's a 2-lane highway. So when men kind of need time away from you, they're just recharging their battery. And once it's full, we'll come find you. That's not disengagement. That's just a man recharging. Alright? Don't smother a man. Give him his time. Give him his hobbies. Let him play. He'll come back. As soon as he's recharged, he'll come looking for you. That's not what I'm talking about. That's normal. But disengagement is when the man is completely gone. You can't even talk to him. It's like he's not there. Listen, man, you can do it, but it's unhealthy and your relationship's going to fall apart. Now, I know you're wondering, as a man, and I did, as soon as I read the research, what about the women? I know I need to have some influence in my relationship. I'm going to be honest. If you can't feel me, if you're not going to at least consider what I'm saying, then what are you in a relationship with me for? I'm going to be honest. You saw my face change. But the research shows women already accept our influence for the large part. If we say, for instance, babe, don't you think that skirt's a little bit short to be hanging out with the girls? She'll probably think what I'm saying is ridiculous, but she'll go back and change into one longer or cover it up or change whatever she needs to do just to accommodate us and then tell her girlfriends how ridiculous that we're being. Does that make sense? They typically accept our influence. So what that means, ladies, if you're one of the small minority of women that don't accept the influence of your man, I don't mean being controlled, but you know, at least consider what he's saying. Remember and know that you're in a small minority of women that's not doing it in a committed relationship. The gap is, there's a huge difference between the men that accept influence and the men that don't. And the men that do, stay married. And the men that don't, get dumped. Just keeping it real, okay? So if you trust her, she's in your life, she's your rib, allow her to influence you. Let her upgrade you. Let her change your diet. You know, my lady won't even let me eat that much meat anymore. She's a pescatarian. That means I have to eat seafood, you know, all the time. I love seafood. She's an excellent cook anyway, and your boy's looking slim and trim. Yeah, so it's benefits, okay? So allow her to have that influence on your life. Stand your ground, 1 out of 7, and let her deal with the rest. Chances are it's probably going to be for our benefit. All right, ladies, that was for you.